Hope, faith, courage. It's hard to comprehend where some of the families that we've met today draw their hope, faith, and courage from.
A lot of the time, they draw it from their children. At a smile, from a smile, from a hug, from a word. These kids can be amazing sources of inspiration to all of us.
They definitely can. And those magic moments provide parents with the strength that they need to keep going, to keep fighting for their kids.
So Variety, with your help, wants to make things easier for these families so that they can focus on being strong. The lights are blinding
It's
me.
no problem. I can pick it up too, George.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You know, their strength, and they can focus on that instead of worrying about where the money's going to come from. And that's where you come in, because what you can provide is hope. And hope for Alex's family is something that truly is priceless.
Well, just like he's not supposed to be able to walk. He's not supposed to be able to be at home. We had nurses tell us when he was born that he would never leave the hospital, that he would never walk, he would never eat. So like every little step that he makes is just huge.
Alex was given very little hope when he was born. The myotonic dystrophy that affects Alex is severe, and while myotonic dystrophy is a common form of muscular dystrophy occurring in adults, it's extremely rare and degenerative for infants.
How about some castle building?
He is 4, but he's not walking yet. He uses a walker. He's not standing independently. He uses a stander. He doesn't have a lot of words. He has mom, dad, nana. He is on a tummy tube, so he gets fed through his tummy tube. He does eat food sometimes.
Alex, can you come here and walk, please?
Use your feet.
Variety, the children's charity, with help from your donations, wants to bring hope to Alex's family. Hope that one day he will walk on his own. An expensive walking frame allows Alex to feel what it could be like to take those first few steps.
The walker helps Alex in a couple ways. First, it's giving him the opportunity to learn how to move his feet and to be mobile. And it also helps him when he's in there building those muscles. Like he's using his leg muscles, he's using his core muscles to develop those. But also gives him independence. Like he doesn't crawl, he never crawled. But it gives him the independence to move around. He can go and get things that he wants if he's playing. I can imagine having to try and find the $2,000 for my walker for him. It's stressful. It's very stressful having a special needs child. So anything that takes the stress off helps a lot. It's not just the walking frame, it's everything else that goes along with it.
All right.
Man, that is pretty special. And joining us now is Megan, James, and little Alex in the middle there. Thank you all for being here with us today.
Thank you for having us today.
Well, it's wonderful to see him doing so well, and when he gets in that walker, just buzzing along. How's his walking coming along?
Tremendously. He's gone from doing very little walking in it to basically tearing around the upper floor of the house, going to every room that he can get into.
Are you getting some scuffs on the floors and on the baseboards?
Definitely.
I bet.
He's gotten really good though. Like he can turn corners, he can turn himself around, go forwards, go backwards, and he likes to go in the kitchen and watch Dad cook, and then run into the other room and find his toys.
That's great.
I must say you are extraordinary parents, James and Megan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And where do you get the inspiration to do what you do? I know it's love, certainly, but it requires more than love.
Honestly, for us, it's just life. It's just day-to-day life for us. It's different than someone else's day-to-day life, but it's just, we just do it as, it doesn't seem weird to us. It seems like a normal every day to put him in his walker and walk around the living room.
How old is Alex now?
Almost 5.
Almost 5.
Yeah.
A going concern, as a lot of 5-year-olds are. Variety really has been with you guys from the beginning. I know there's more than the walker involved here. Maybe describe some other ways that Variety's helped you guys through the years.
Well, the first thing that Variety helped us with was actually a breast pump to allow Mom to help get sustenance for the little
Yeah.
man. Something that, you know, if you're put into a neonatal intensive care unit like he was right from the beginning, the parents don't really think on.
Right.
And so taking away some of the worry about stuff like that means the world to parents who have enough to worry about.
No doubt. Well, we've
You
got
are
an
amazing parents, but I must say I'm really impressed with the program that Variety has
Oh, it-
because you certainly are beneficiaries of the generosity of the people of British Columbia.
Oh yes, the walker is a huge expense, and he has the independence and the happiness from being independent that he wouldn't have had without Variety.
Well, there's a lot more that Variety wants to provide for you, too. We have a wonderful surprise. I'm not sure if you guys knew this was coming, but we
No.
think it's something that Alex is absolutely going to love now, and they are rolling it out into position right now. Our good friends from the Vancouver Aquarium have an incredible experience that they are setting up for you and your family. We're going to send you to the aquarium for an exclusive backstage experience, and here to tell us about it, some really cool things that you're going to be able to do. We've got Katie Gersel from the Vancouver Aquarium. Katie, are you mic'd up or are you coming over here? Okay, you hang out with George there. Use
Hi,
his
George.
microphone. Tell us about what the family's going to experience.
Absolutely. So the Vancouver Aquarium is providing you and your family, Alex, with an opportunity to come. You're going to get a guided tour of the facility, and you're also going to go behind the scenes to our wet lab, which is where we do our behind the scenes special education programs.
And you've brought a mini wet lab with you right here.
We did, yeah, absolutely.
George?
We've brought some animals with us today.
I was wondering, George, if you wanted to go with Alex over to the wet lab and allow him to sort of experience what's in there.
Oh
You've got-
my.
we've got
Alex,
that
shall
set up.
we take a look at an underwater world?
And of course, James, yeah, can you take him over there as well?
And Alex get over there without his walker?
Pick him up, we'll wander over and have a look because this really is an example of what you'd find
Look at these
among the West Coast
life
ecology.
underwater. You want to touch that?
Katie, can you tell us what's in there?
Yeah, we're looking at a lot of different
That's a
invertebrate species
starfish.
that you can find, as you mentioned, along the BC coast. So we're looking at some sea stars. We've got sea urchins. There's a lot of things that you would find, even if you were just walking along the beach and looking in tide pools. And they're all animals that are locals, which is pretty cool to show off.
Look, Alex, that looks like a flower, doesn't it? But it's a living animal. Isn't that something? And you're going to be able to visit it at the aquarium where they live.
Well, that's great. So it's kind of the wet lab is an experience where they can reach in and they can touch and experience the different textures of some of the creatures. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. Our wet lab facility is actually designed for accessibility. The Betsy Bennett Wet Lab was donated by the Bennett family in 2015, and it's designed to have lots of space to move around. The habitats are actually much lower than the mobile one you're looking at today, which allows
touch it?
kids to be able to view it from all different areas of the room. There's tactile learning, there's visual learning, there are pen pals where we can actually bring some of the animals in the deeper water out and bring them to the kids themselves. So it's a pretty great opportunity for everyone involved. I was a volunteer there myself before I started working here.
That is fantastic. Katie, thank you very much, and everybody at the Vancouver Aquarium for providing this for Alex and his family to enjoy.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
What do you think, Megan, James?
Thank you. Alex, can you say thank you? It was
Aw.
not proper. Thank
Very
you. Good
nice.
job.
Thank you very much, Alex. What a special gift. Really appreciate it. Squire and Wally, over to you.
Thank you very much, Chris. Before we get to our next hourly total and get these phones ringing, which we have to do, it is inspirational when you hear stories like this, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think Alex's story is so inspirational, and it's really just the simple things like that we all take for granted, like taking the first steps that Alex took, or, you know, a child hearing rain for the first time. How absolutely special is that we all take for granted? And Variety wants to help. We want to make sure that these kids have every opportunity, and their families have every opportunity to do that.
That's exactly right. And that's why all of us are here today. This man came all the way from Toronto to help us out. Why all of these people are waiting for your phone calls. That's why all of these people are waiting for your phone calls. So call now, 310 Kids, please.
Yeah, absolutely. We're waiting for your calls. The people who are here have made a huge commitment to these kids that have special needs all across BC. They've donated their time, their money. Companies have run fundraisers, golf tournaments, bowl-a-thons, you
Everything.
name it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we have some people who have been showing their hearts with Sunshine Coach donations. And I have names here. In fact, here, I'll give you one.
Cool.
And so $1,047 gets your name on the Sunshine Coach. So Rick and Janice Weaver of Union Bay, BC, thank you very much.
Awesome. And over here we got Sylvia Quilty from Burnaby, BC with $1,047. Thank you, Sylvia.
And from Langley, Dennis R. Gaunt, $1,047. Thank you very much.
Yep. So to make a donation, please go online to variety.bc.ca. There you can find out more information about Variety. You can make a donation. Plus, I know most of you are sitting there with your phones in your hands, so why don't you just get your phone and text KIDS to 45678, and you will automatically donate $20.
Yes, I mean, if you don't want to talk to people, we have other ways for you to give us some money. It doesn't matter. We'll find a way. I think George has a big announcement, so let's go over and join him for this hour's total.
Well, British Columbia, we are getting close to the end of the day. You've all been generous, supporting Variety, the children's charity, and all of the kids across the province, like Alex here. And Alex, who needs your help. So let's see what our total is.
Yeah.
All right, let's cover up the numbers. We're just over 3 million right now. So let's see what we come up with.
Come on, Al, can we make it? 8. It's all on you now.
6, 3, 1, 2, 1, 4. Almost there. Bravo, bravo.
Fantastic. Thank you, Alex, Megan, James. We appreciate your time.